Hello, everybody. How are we today, you guys? I'm on YouTube. You guys. How are you guys doing? You having a great day? A good day? All right, you guys. I'm not sure. This is all new. This is all new to me. So make sure you say hello when you come on and should be able to see. Don't know what I did there. Looks like I had I don't know. Maybe I'll get shared over here. You guys, am I in here? If I am, please say hello so that I can see if you if we're live or not. Here we go. Upcoming. Yes, I did it. Hi, Deb. Hi, Deb. Hi, Sydney. You guys, this is weird, isn't it? This is kind of different. Okay. So anyway, I'm here with the CCC group, which consists of Kristy, Tammy. Oh man, you guys, I always get live and then get a little silly. Okay, so anyway, Crafty Peep is after me. Kristy's Crafty College and Design and Buying. You guys, everybody's here. Yes, I am here. Thank you. I was trying to pull it up on my phone to make sure this is all new, you guys. So bear with me a little bit. But we will get it all figured out. I'm gonna turn this fan on because I'm hot. Crafty Creators Community. That's who I am presenting for today, you guys. So make sure you go join that group. Join the YouTube channels, all that kind of fun stuff. All the links are in the description of this. So you should be able to find everybody everywhere. And if you have any problems, please let me know. And I will help you. And I want to thank Tammy for inviting me. It's pretty exciting. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do today. Of course, thank you. Your keys are being grumpy. That's kind of funny. You guys, not only am I doing this on YouTube, but I'm also going live on my iPad. I normally go live on my phone, but I don't know. I just thought, well, I'm going to go live on my iPad. I don't know that it matters. And usually when I use StreamYard, I'm usually on my computer. So I thought I would live on the edge today. So anyway, if you're new here, I'm Kristy from Funky Junk Inspirations, and welcome. This is what we're going to do today, you guys. I cut this out on laser real quick. Little witch's hat. Says Happy Halloween. Everything will slide if I do it. And I thought, and see the shiplap door hanger in the back? I thought this would be really fun with, guess what I'm going to use? Anybody want to take a guess? It's not salt wash today, but guess what I'm going to use to paint this with? In some of my followers, you will know exactly what I'm thinking here. Now, see this little piece right here just is kind of weird. And here it's the rest of the W. That may end up coming off of there. But it's kind of cool how these letters, let me pull this up here. Look at this. See, it's two separate, but they kind of mold together. See that? It's kind of cool, isn't it? So since it does that, I'm going to do those two different colors, of course. So we're going to have to do that. And this is part of the W, so I want to keep that there. So here is what my idea is and what I'm thinking. I think I'm going to do a purple hat, and thumbs all. Okay. I'm going to do a purple hat. We're going to do a pink, banner, I guess you'd call it on there, gold there. We'll do purple and pink probably on the Happy Halloween. We'll do some black, we'll do some white. And then this background, I am going to do all different colors. Did anybody guess what I'm going to use? Some of my followers might know. I'm going to use, I said colors, so let's use unicorn spit. Why not, right? Why not? You know how much I love my unicorn spit. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to use the purple and the pinks and some of these other fun colors. So, but I want to be careful because I don't want any purple and pink down here where the words are so that it doesn't blend in. So I'm going to start at the bottom and I'm going to just kind of go a little bit like, yellow than this blue color. I guess, what's this? What do they call this color? Zia. It's kind of a mint color. But if you look, there's shiplap, engraved shiplap lines in this. So, but I'm going to start down there so that I don't end up with the purple and the pink at the bottom. You get what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying? Okay, so unicorn spit. What unicorn spit is a gel concentrated stain. It has vibrant colors. If you look like this guy here, you can, let me pull him off here. That's unicorn spit in the back. So see how vibrant the colors are? So that's what I love. I did something the other day with unicorn spit, and for the life of me, I cannot remember what I did with it. So what I did. Something fun. Hey, Lisa. So this is new to me. Finally figured out how to come out. Yeah. You know, this is going to be a learning curve for all of us. So Lisa's here, you guys, from Heart's Desired, the haunted house thing. Yes, that's what I did. And it's downstairs. So I didn't bring it up here. So anyway, so here we go with some unicorn spit. Now, you could use a staining sponge. You could use a paintbrush. I'm just going to use this silly little rag here, you guys. Just going to use a little rag here, and I'm going to just put some paint on it, or some stain paint, whatever you want to call it. And I'm not gonna be like, hey, I can't go past that line. It's okay if they kind of blend in, because I'm probably gonna line those, take some gray or some black and go along there, so that it's not gonna matter, you know, if they blend together a little bit. But see that? Look at that. That is like yellow. Isn't that pretty? So let's just figure this out. So if I go yellow, green, and orange, or blue, orange, and then if I went purple, then pink, and then if I repeated it, this one right here would be yellow also. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and do it, and a little bit goes a long way of the unicorn spit. You don't need a whole lot of it. Obviously, the more you put on there, the darker and the more vibrant that it's going to be. But see that? See how pretty that is? It's still pretty vibrant. And you guys seen, I just put a couple of little dots on my thing. Yes, this color is called Lemon's Kiss. She knows. Yes, I absolutely love this stuff, you guys. It's one of my favorite things. But we all know Kristy loves color. So if I can put a whole bunch of color on something, I'm happy. And there's a possibility that when we do the Happy Halloween or the witch's hat, we may add multiple colors in there. You know, we might, blend some colors together, not just make it one color, but we shall see. So, put a little bit more on there. But I do love this stuff. I love it. Now, do you have to be real uniform when you do this? No. I could just pick colors and go all over the place. It really wouldn't matter. I don't have to be like the yellow, then the blue, then the pink. But I don't know. I just thought I'd do it that way. Just what I thought I would do. So, as you can see, we're getting color on there. Yes, that's the Zia Till. Now we're going to use the orange, and it is Phoenix Fire. Hello, Designs and Vine. My mind is blank, you guys. I'm a nervous wreck. Don't ask me why. I go live all the time, and I was just sitting here looking at stuff on here and thinking, gosh, I hope I don't mess this up. And I don't know. When you try something different, when you do something new, sometimes you get a little nervous. Isn't that funny? Not funny how you do? But anyway, so I do have a text service. If you are ever interested in joining my text service and you want to follow me and follow along, that is in my link tree. My link tree is over on my Facebook page. I need to put it, I did decide today, I did notice that I need to get better about over here on my YouTube channel and adding things. Like I need to put my link tree over here and all that kind of fun stuff, because you just never know. You shouldn't have all your eggs in one basket, you know. I mean, that's what they always say about everything. You shouldn't, you know, just be going live on Facebook. You shouldn't just be using Instagram. You should be using all the stuff. And it can get a little overwhelming when you're fairly new, but I think I'm to a point that, you know, I feel pretty comfortable on Facebook, so we need to be branching out. Kristy needs to be branching out a little bit, and I think I'm going to branch out over to here. Fun stuff, right? So you guys, look, see all these fun colors? I love the way that looks. I absolutely love the way that looks. I'm going to put pink right down the center there. Now my purple was Purple Hill Majesty, and I always try to make sure, and I don't always do it because you're watching me do it right now. I always try to make sure that I close my stuff right away, because I tend to spill things for that reason, and I don't want to forget. You know, it's kind of like your paintbrushes. You always, sometimes, not always, I try really hard not to, but sometimes you just forget when you get up to go wash your paintbrushes. Same thing. You don't want to leave it open because you don't want it to dry out a little bit. Hello, Phyllis. Hello. So we're all friends here, right? We're all friends here. Yes. Okay. So there we go. Now, what I could do is I could leave it like that, or we could put some little accents on there. Let's let it dry for a second. Let's jump over here. And I'm going to use the unicorn spit for all of my stuff. So we're going to go ahead, and I think, because this is going to be down here towards the bottom, I think what we'll do is I'm going to sit this on here to see where we're at. Okay, so I'm going to do the Halloween purple, and I'm going to do the happy pink. You see how it's sitting on there? So I think that'll be cute. Now I could do it all black, and I may end up changing my mind. I don't know. What did I say? I said the Halloween purple. Yes, Halloween purple. Jeez. I may end up going back to black. I don't know. We'll see what it looks like when we're getting done. That's what you're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to just check things out. So, give me a little drink right there. My granddaughter is at volleyball practice, and my husband went to pick her up and run into town, and then I think he's going to just bring us a little fast food home tonight for supper. So he'll be back here in a little bit. It is 7:12 here in good old Indiana, which is where I'm from. So you guys are probably saying, well, gosh, that's late for supper. Supper's supposed to be like 5, 6 o'clock. But with sports, school, my husband and I work third shift, you know. I get up about 2 o'clock every day, you know, 5, 6 o'clock. I'm not quite ready for a full-fledged supper type thing. So we do tend to eat a little bit late most of the time, or we'll eat real early. And sometimes we're eating at 4 o'clock just to, you know, before everybody gets going to all their stuff. It just kind of depends on the day. So, yeah, he's probably going to bring us some Wendy's home, would be my guess, is what he's going to do. But we shall see. We shall see. See how pretty that looks? I'm going to get just a little bit more on my rag here and put it on the end, because that end is a little lighter than the rest of it, and just kind of blend it in, you guys. I love this stuff. I love this stuff. Now, I don't have like an affiliate link to Unicorn Spit or anything like that. I bought mine on Amazon. The other day, I had a follower let me know that they do sell it at Michael's. Can't post, but today's playlist, you'll find the links. Okay. Yes. You know what? I didn't even put that in my description. I guess I should have. Yes, I'll go back and put that kind of stuff in here. I don't know what I'm thinking. But anyway, a follower of mine told me that you can get it at Michael's, and I had never paid any attention to that. We don't have a Michael's here, so Michael's is probably about 40. Oops, let's actually get on the pink. about 40 minutes away from here. We have Joann's, Hobby Lobby, places like that. You know what? I'm going to try something. I know it'll work, but I'm going to put just a little bit of this pink on this little coffee filter right here, like that. And I'm going to do, because those are thin, and I'm scared I'm going to break it. So I'm just going to use my makeup wedge, which is what I would do with paint. So, and the reason that I use the makeup wedge on these little letters is just so you don't get paint all along the sides and make it kind of look a little bit sloppy. You can paint the sides if you want to. I generally do not paint the sides of my stuff. You know, I'm just talking about on the sides there. So, but I can show you here. See how I got it on the side right there? Now I can sand that off of there. It doesn't really matter. Isn't he cute? Little gnome boo there. But I did get it on the side, and I need to sand that off. I just haven't done it yet. So, okay, so we have those, and I wanted to do my hat. I'm going to do my hat purple. So, but I'm going to do this little belt that goes around pink. So while I have this out right here, I'm going to go ahead and put the pink on here. Kind of thinking it's it's a witch, so it's a girl. I guess a witch could be, like, what's a boy witch? A warlock. I guess a boy witch would be a warlock, right? So what's cool about using the makeup wedges is just cut off what you got paint on, or your stain or whatever, and then you can use it again. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to grab some purple here. Actually, I think the purple will be fine to wipe it on because I've got a lot of room here to do it this way. Now, I will tell you, if you put this directly on, got to open it. If you put this directly on the wood and you don't rub it right away, you will get, there will be a line on there because it is so vibrant and so bright with the colors and stuff. So, you know, if you do put it directly on the wood, you want to make sure that you're wiping right away because you can end up with a little line along there. I can show you. I'll show you what I mean. Because there's a board right over here that I did that on, and you can see right where I put all of the you know what I'm saying, all the paint on there. Now, you guys, I could switch over and start using regular paint for a lot of this if I wanted to, but we're just going to keep going with the different colors here. I'm going to use this yellow for the gold for that. Now, I put a ton of that out there. I didn't mean to. And we're just going to go right over the top of this with the gold. And to be honest with you, I don't know if I'm putting it on the right side or not. Let me look at it on my little thing. Yes, I am. So, I guess I should have marked that. But there's that with the gold. So you got all that gold there. Now, let's get these with the black and our spider. And let's do our cobweb. I'm going to just pick out some white here. And I'm just using the unicorn spit white. It's called whitening, kind of like lightning. It's kind of a white color. I'm going to grab another sponge over here. Look, I need to get to the store and get some more. I barely have any left. I was trying to use up all of the Dollar Tree ones that I had because, of course, I'd used my other good ones up right away because I don't really care for the Dollar Tree one. They're see how flimsy they are. Now, you guys, I don't worry about if I get all the way to the edges. I don't worry about if I get a little bit over on the other part. That kind of stuff doesn't bother me. I think that if you wanted something perfect, you should go buy it. It doesn't have to be perfect. See, that's not perfect, but it still looks good. It still looks good. It still looks okay. Don't sweat the small stuff. It's just not worth it. Takes all the joy out of it if you're worrying about you know, where your lines are for sure and all that kind of stuff. So just put it on there. And if you notice, even stuff you buy like at Hobby Lobby or you know, Kirkland's, if you have a Kirkland's or any place like that, nothing is perfect. If you actually really look at a lot of the artwork on there, a lot of times it's it's by no means perfect, and it's not perfect, I guess. I don't know the other word I'm thinking of in my head, but it's just not perfect. Now, look right here. Look how fast this is going. You guys, this is going together so quickly. We may have to go grab another project. So, but that's okay. We have tons. I have tons of stuff I need to do. Okay, so I basically got all my little pieces painted and ready to start putting on my board. But first, I think I'm going to put some lines on here. Now, I'm not going to use the unicorn spit for that. And I told you guys to make sure you close all these right away, and I didn't do it. So let me close them real quick. Right there. Okay. I wanted to show you guys that board I was talking about, how you can see it, because it's right here, and I'll show you. Okay. See this board right here? See how you can see those lines on there? That's because when I made this board, I took my unicorn spit and I put it on like that. And then I kind of wiped it. So that's what I'm trying to say. If you don't want lines like that, if you want it to be smooth, kind of like that, you don't want to put it directly onto your board unless you're ready to wipe right away. Okay, because it stains the board. It's stained and it stains the board. So you've got to make sure that, so you get the effect that you want to get. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some black chalk paint, because that's what's right here. And I'm just going to grab me a little paintbrush. And I'm just going to grab this little round guy right here. See this little guy? And I'm not going to put a ruler on here. I know, Kristy's I'm talking too fast. Oh, I need to slow down a little bit. Hello, Cindy. Hello. So I'm just going to kind of put some lines on here just so that it jumps out a little bit more. I'm not going to be picky about it. I'm not going to be crazy about it as far as laying a ruler on here and getting it perfect. We're just going to go for it. I'm just going to, right out of my lid, I'm just going to grab some black paint. I'm just going to kind of dab it off a little bit. And here we go. We are going to just go right across your, and you guys, my hands, I don't have steady hands either. Okay. So I'm not going to worry about it. But this will just add another dimension to the back of our project. So it doesn't look like it's flat. It'll make it look like it's got a little bit of edge to it. But see that? I just went along there. See? I didn't make it perfect or anything like that. Now, when I go across this, because these are both light colors, you'll really be able to see it. So just do it. Just do it, right? Because what do we say? What does Lisa say at Just Heart's Desire? Lisa says it's just paint. That's her tagline. It's just paint, and it is. It's just paint. Sand it off, start over if you don't like it. Keep painting. It'll come out differently. And not just that. If you're having a bad day, just go paint. Paint something. Painting and crafting is supposed to be relaxing and therapeutic and not stressful. So don't make it stressful on yourself. Now see, I'm not really liking this brush very well. Let me see if I can get some more paint here. My black paint is almost all gone. Now probably what would have been better, and I'm just going to grab something right here because it's right here behind me, is I'm just going to grab, I'm going to grab this because that is super thick and it's not letting me really let it flow. Let's just put some of this Anita's on here, and it'll probably flow a little bit better. See that? Yeah, it's flowing a little bit better. Or I could have added water to my brush, but the chalk paint was kind of, grab. I don't know how to explain it other than say it was kind of grabbing. So with this being a thinner paint, it just makes it go a little bit easier across there. So see, I'm not trying to be perfect by any means. Just kind of going along here. See how much better that is. Look at that. Some spots are going to be thicker than others. But by the time you put everything else on here, Nobody will ever notice that your lines are not perfect. Because the chicken that I showed you guys a few minutes ago, those lines were not perfect by any means. By any means. Just kind of go across here. Just like that. See? There's a lot of lines on here. I don't know why I put so many lines on here. That's funny. But if you're interested, I do have a website. It's funkyjunkinspiration.com. And I do sell wood cutouts. And if you see something out there on the web somewhere or on Pinterest that I don't offer on my site, I would love it if you'd send me a message, because I could probably find it. Or I could help you find someone that does cut it out. Or, you know, we can make something together, you know. So there's always that option. So don't ever be afraid or, you know, think that I would think anything about it if you ask me to help you find something that you need, because that's I'm here. I'm here to do that kind of stuff. I'm not going to be like, well, you know, I can't make that. If I can't do it, I'll help you find somebody that can. Not a big deal. Not a big deal, because we all have ideas in our head. And I actually have like 3 special orders right now for porch leaners. And normally I use essential stencils and for my porch leaners. But all of these people that have been asking for these porch leaners want something special on it. So I cut it. I'm going to be cutting it out on my Cricut. One of them has a naughty word in it, which I think is kind of funny, because it's funny. I'll tell you the story about that. She sent me a message and she said, hey, I'm wanting to get a porch leaner made for my front porch. And I was like, okay, what do you want it to say? Well, I'm scared to tell you. It's like, why are you scared? Yeah, keep painting till you love it, Lisa. Exactly. Just keep painting. Just keep painting. I said, why are you scared to say it? Well, it's a bad word. I was like, okay. Just say it. I work in a factory. I work, you know, basically with men. There's probably not much I haven't heard or possibly said myself. Just say it. And she kept him-hawing around, and this is on Messenger. And she kept, but she wouldn't tell me. So finally I was like, just tell me what it is. And she wants it to say the F word on it. And she goes, and I want it really big. I was like, okay, no big deal. She was a nervous wreck just to tell me that. It's like, well, if you're nervous to tell me that I'm painting it for you, then, you know, how nervous are you going to be having that sitting on your front porch? Isn't that crazy? I thought it was a funny story, because like I said, she was scared to tell me what it was. Okay, you guys, now I'm going to do something. I'm going to take this. Oh, let's don't knock those over. I'll lay that over here. I'm going to take this stencil brush here. Whoops. All right. And it's kind of got stiff bristles on it. I'm going to put it in my black paint, and I'm just going to rub it in, and just so that I barely have any paint on this brush. Okay. And I'm going to use it along these edges here, just to add another, you know, dimension to the sign. See that? So I'm just kind of going along there, just kind of mucking it up a little bit, I guess you could say. Zhuzhing it up, whatever, you know, fun words you want to use. Just kind of giving a little something, so it's not quite so perfect, which is the kind of the things that I like. I like my stuff, you know, antiqued and boogered up and all that kind of fun stuff. So, see that? See how the light doesn't make it show it real well, but it just kind of added another dimension to that. Isn't that cute? Cute. I like that. Now, same thing. I'm going to do it on my witch's hat, just so that we have. Now, you could use like your inks. You know what I mean? Your like your Tim Holtz inks and stuff like that. I have the kind of the brown ones and stuff like that. I don't have any black, I don't think, to be honest with you. I always just use this. So I just kind of grab what I've got and use what I have. So let me see. Let's see. They're right here. what I'm talking about. Oh, I do have some black ink. You could use some black ink if you had some black ink. But this is what I use a lot of times on my stuff. But I kind of wanted to use a black color. Now I've already started with the brush, so we'll just keep doing what we're doing here. And but I'm going to go around my words too, and stuff like that. So let's get over here on the Halloween. And now I put this on a little. I got a lot of paint on here, so it's really coming on dark on here, but that's okay. I kind of like the way that looks. Now I don't know that I can get down in the grooves very well, but we're going to try. We sure are going to try. And just kind of go along here like this. Sounds like somebody's home. I just heard somebody. But yeah, I'm just going to kind of go over it like that, just to add something to that. See that? See how it just kind of adds to where it looks kind of dirty, kind of spooky, I guess. I don't know. Could you call it spooky? But it's just because I had too much paint on my little brush. I didn't wipe it off good enough. So if you don't like that, make sure you get all your paint off your brush. This does not bother me at all. I like the way this looks. So I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I think it adds a little eeriness to it. You see that? See how it's got some black and stuff in there? I like it. I like it. Let's go around his belt right here. I guess it's a her belt, and it's, I don't know what do you call that on a hat? I don't have any idea. Smoke from the cauldron. Yes, smoke from the cauldron. You're right. Kind of makes it look like it's got soot on it, doesn't it? Not funny. That's a good analogy. I'm going to add a little more to this hat because I'm kind of liking that, the way that looks. Now, the black, the bat, and the spider and stuff, you know, I can't put black on black. But what I can do is I can take a little brush, okay, and I could grab some of the, I've got some white unicorn spit right here. I'm just going to rub it into this brush right over here, up in this brush. And look, I could add just a little bit of white. That's a little too much. Around the bat. See that? And so now my bat has some dimension to it too. See what I mean? Just play with your stuff, you guys. Just play. Just play with it until you like it. And I could, to add even more to this, and I think we will. I think we will. Okay? Now, since I put, let's go around our spider a little bit. Since I put white on here too, now look what I can do. See, I'm not even trying to be careful. Now look, I could add some white going around my hat here. Maybe not as much as the black. Okay. Let's see that. See? This kind of looks kind of grayish. Makes it look grayish. And why not? Let's just go around our whole thing right here. Right? There, like that. Kind of like that. I kind of like that. So I love backgrounds, you guys. So if you're new to me, you like to do backgrounds, I'm your gal. I love doing backgrounds. This is my favorite part of projects, is doing the different backgrounds. Like we did this with salt wash. Anybody like salt wash with all the different colors in the background? Isn't that pretty? I love that. I love salt wash. That's another one of my favorite things. I like to do salt wash. I like to do that. This little guy here I did the other day. I just added a bunch of colors to it. See, just a bunch of colors. That's just my thing. I like to do that. So, all right. So let's set these over here. Now, let me get my glue. Silly me, I didn't grab my glue. This is the glue that I like to use. I like to use Stick Fast. It's a CA glue. It's like super glue. But if you buy some, make sure you get medium or thick. That way it doesn't run. You know how super glue is real thin and runs on you? Plus, with it being a little bit thicker, it gives you a second to get everything put in place. Okay, so like if I put this on here, and let's say I put it on upside down, so I did something silly like that right there. Okay, I would have time to flip it over. Okay, so just be mindful of that when you're ordering some. And there's all different kinds of them out there. So you don't have to just pick the one that I picked, but I do like this one. And what's also good about using this glue, you can use your hot glue gun, but if you would put this on your front door, like my front door faces the east. So in the summertime or in this morning time, there's a whole lot of sun beating on it. So I tend to come home and my bow will fall off or something like that when I use the regular hot glue. So I like to use this for that. Another thing you can use is wood glue, just good old wood glue. Wood glue takes a little bit longer to dry, but wood glue is like concrete. You know, it's set. You're not going to get to pull it apart. So, but if you only have some Elmer's glue, use Elmer's glue, you guys. Just create and have fun, you know? Doesn't matter. So anyway, let's just put a little glue on here, and I'm going to slap this guy on here. I don't know why I'm shaking. Look at me shake. Look at me shake. There we go. Now don't get your glue on your fingers, but if you do, it will just wash off. If you get a whole bunch on there, good old fingernail polish will help you get it off, or acetone, whatever you want to say. But look right there. Isn't that cute? It looks dirty. That's what we want. We wanted it to look a little bit dirty. Now, when I made these, see the etched lines on there? I did that on the hat. I did not do it on here so that I could put this any way that I wanted to on the round. But on the hat, I went ahead and etched it on there, mainly for this belt right here. Oh, see, my fingers are sticking together. Because it kind of lines right up here with the edge, okay? So I wanted to make sure I got it in the right spot. I don't know. You don't have to. But it just takes an extra, like, couple minutes on your laser. So I just usually try to etch some stuff on there just to make it a little easier so you know how it goes together when you get it. Because some of the files, I'm going to tell you what, I printed off of, I cut a scarecrow out the other day, and my Atlanta was a lot of pieces, a lot of hat band. Okay, that makes sense. I was thinking it had like a funny name. I don't know. But when I did that, I went ahead and did this little bat right here. So just put it right there with your etched mark right there, or engraved, however you want to look at it. But you see, did you see how I kind of moved it a little bit? But now that I've pushed down on it, that guy's on there. Now I could go and knock it off, but it's on there. Isn't he cute? And see, adding that white around the bat and the black and stuff around everything, it kind of makes it pop even more, like it's jumping out at you. Okay, so we have this hat. And I was thinking about putting the hat here. And so even though I'm going purple on purple, since I outlined this, you can still see the bottom of this hat. Now, I could put my hat way down here if I wanted to. Okay, let's just kind of arrange it a little bit and see what we like. Okay, so we have these slide right together like that. Now see, I could put Happy Halloween up here if I wanted to, and my hat down here at the bottom. Okay, that's what's fun about, you know, it not being etched on there. You see, I can do it this way. That would be cute. Or I can do it this way. I can slide this guy right down here like this and put this hat right up here like that. So see that? So see, either way, I think I kind of like the hat at the top. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you like the hat at the top? Hey, Kristy, Tammy is on a photo shoot and the sun did not cooperate and was too high. And now she's worried she will not make it in time. Can you possibly stay on? Yes, we'll grab another project right over there and we can keep going. We can keep going. No problem. So I kind of like the hat at the top. What do you guys think? Do you like that? I think I like the hat up at the top. So here we go. And then I have this extra little bat. I thought we could put him over there. I just cut him because I thought he was cute. So let's start down here at the bottom, right here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put right here where these go together, I'm going to put just a little bit of glue and hook them together. And then put this on as one piece. And the reason that I'm going to do that is I don't want to, I keep moving it around. And this way, this piece is fitting in where it's supposed to be. Now I want to make sure, I'm going to lay it down here so it's flat. And I just kind of making it stick to itself so it's all one piece rather than two piece. Now, that's just what I'm thinking I need to do. I don't know. So, need to hat at top. I know, I think I like the hat at top. That's how the file was, but I just wasn't sure. Now, this little guy kept confusing me because it's part of this W. And I know that that's the back. But it's kind of, that's how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on here. Isn't that funny? It's like a big puzzle. It's like a big puzzle. Okay, now what's cool about these glass mats, you guys, I highly suggest if you ever find one like at the, you can order them off of Amazon. They're about $20. They are kind of small. But what's really cool about these things is they wipe off. You get glue on them, it wipes off. Your Teflon sheets, they wipe off real good, but they're still a little bit stained up. But this, it just wipes right off. So I like to use this glass mat. Okay, so see how I got that all on there? See that little line on that W? That's why I was having trouble with that little poof right there. Okay, so let's get this on here. So let's put some glue on. I don't know why I put my lid on my glue. Silly girl. Silly girl. Okay, so I'm not going to go crazy and put a ton of glue on here. I'm going to put what I think will hold it. Make sure you get your edges that stick way out, that are like this guy here. I want to make sure I got him out here. Otherwise, he could peel up a little bit. I'm just kind of very gently. This glue dries clear, you guys. You're not going to see it. But I'm not really squeezing the bottle. I'm just kind of rubbing it on there with just a little bit of pressure. So, but like I said, if you get a big blob that comes out the side, it's okay because it does dry clear and you're not going to be able to see it. Now I'm going to lay this on here. Another thing that's cool about this mat is I can sit this on here, and because it has a ruler or the grid on there, you can kind of use it to judge your stuff to make your stuff kind of straight. Now, does it have to be straight? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. First of all, it's Halloween. And second of all, nothing has to be perfect, right? So right there we go. So I'm just kind of pushing that down. And you can see, like right here on this L, you see where the glue came out? I don't know if you can see that on there. But the glue came out a little bit. But when that dries, you won't be able to see that. So let's see. I know on my eyes on him, I know I had a big blob of glue. And see, you can't see that. Look, he's like, boo. Look, you go, boo, boo. Oh, I'm silly. And this guy, this one's a scary one. Boo. Sorry. Easily entertained. Easily entertained. All right, so let's put this little guy on here. Let's put this hat. Now, I do kind of want the hat semi in the center right there. I'm thinking. And let's just slap him on there. Now, I want to make sure I get this spider out here because this spider is on this little streamer all by his lonesome. So I want to make sure that I get him so that he doesn't like pop off or something crazy like that. So let's just sit this on here. Now I did cut the holes out for the hanger at the top, so I don't want to cover up my hanger spot. There we go. See that? I think it's cute. I think it's turned out cute. Now, you guys, you wouldn't have to do that. It does, it doesn't, you don't have to do all these. I was reading what she's saying. Is this tight bond? No, I use, where'd it go? I use the stick fast. That's what I use. So I've seen somebody use it one time and I just had really good luck with it. To be honest with you, I haven't really tried some of the others. So it's just kind of, you know, if it works, why change it, right? Why change it? Let's put this little bat on here too, somewhere. Let's stick him about right there. Just to have a little. Now I could make a bow and use this little bat as the center on my bow. I could have put my bat more towards the bottom since I have a bat there. I didn't really think about it. But isn't that cute? I think that turned out cute. But what I was going to say is this background, you don't have to use all this color. We could have crackled this background. We could have just painted it. You know, it could have just been a solid color. It could have been just white, whatever, you know, you want to do. This is just my idea. And, you know, of course I like color, so I like that. So here was my next thing that I was going to do on this project is I'm going to set that over there and I'm going to slide these out of the way. I'm going to take this and I'm going to wipe the tops off of all these right quick, you guys, because I've got the fan on because I'm hot and I don't want it to dry that paint on the end and then you have a little paint booger. So this takes like 2 seconds to do, so might as well just do it real quick. Right there we go. So, okay, so here's what I have sitting down here. Right down here, I have this little tote here full of all of these crazy looking scrap pieces. Does anybody know what this is off of? Anybody know? Have any idea where I got all these little pieces? So I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you because I don't have it tore completely apart. I'm just going to grab this and put it in my lap. See this rag rug? Oh, look here. What did I make there? I made something. A little ball of some sort. Anyway, see these rag rugs? $5 from Five Below. Look at this. You just start cutting these pieces and you can pull these pieces of material out of here. Isn't that cool? Like, look at that yellow. That yellow is pretty. I'm going to pull it out of there. But see, I can just pull that out. And you've got all these pieces. They have denim. They have denim rugs. You could get solid colored ones. But they're fun for your little, you know, let's get this over. I'm going to sit this down over here. So I'm a little short and I can't see what I'm doing. But I like that yellow. So, you know, for like your floppy rows or floppy bows, your, you guys know what I'm talking about. The sloppy bows that you just put the material together and flop it over. That's what these are good for. Here's some orange and here's some yellow. Let's see. Oh, look, here's some purple. Let's see. We had not quite that in the background, but close. Well, here, wait a minute. Look right here. We got that color in the background. What other color? We need pink. We need some pink. Okay, so we got our pink, this color, orange, yellow, and purple. Look at those. See that? And see, you paid $5 for all that material, and you know, just cut it up. In the pieces you don't like or you don't have finished, just throw them away. So we're gonna make a little rag bow, sloppy bow. I don't know really what you call them. My mind is completely blank. So I'm gonna cut this. Now look, I have all this fun color at the end, but I just kind of want the pink. So I'm just gonna cut this end off right here. All right, and right there we go. Yeah. Rag bows. Yeah, just rag bows. That's what it just doesn't sound right to me in my head. That's a small door hanger. So I'm going to make that. Let's see. Let's go. I'm doing about 7 inches. So my little bow will be about like that. Let's do 8. Let's do about 8 inches. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to cut 2 of each one and we'll go from there. We'll see what that does. Maybe too much, but we'll go ahead and get it cut. So I've got those 2. Let's go into this. Now look, this is a huge piece here. So see, I can cut this and just, look at that. I just ripped a piece off of there. I'll cut that blue off the bottom. It's about the right length. See that? So see, I'm just kind of just pulling apart and using what I've got, you know, and You don't always have to have all the ribbon and stuff. Now, I will tell you this, my friend Lisa, she sells ribbon by the yard and has the most beautiful ribbon in the entire world. And that's where, when I do use ribbon, that's usually where I buy my ribbon from. So, you know, if you wanted to do ribbon. Now this, I just kind of, I just felt like it needed to be not like a perfect bow, but just kind of a, you know, messed up bow. That's not going to rip that way. So I am going to, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fold this like this and like this because I think it's a little wide. And I'm just going to cut it. See that? I'm not trying to figure it out. I'm not trying to make sure that it's, you know, they're all the same width and all that kind of fun stuff. Just kind of doing it. Now I know I don't want that white on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my length right here like this. Okay. And throw this over here out of the way and that out of the way. And I'm just going to I'm going to see if this one will rip. Some of them will, some of them won't. That one does. Okay. I'm going to throw this orange on here. Cut those strings off. That little piece is a little bit weird. So let's just get us another piece off of here. Because it doesn't cut straight. Because this is, you know, this is kind of a sheer fabric. It's not like your regular cotton fabrics and stuff like that will cut real nice. Now look at that. Look at that horrible cut job I did. But it's not going to matter in this bow. It's not going to matter at all. Okay? So I'm going to cut this guy here and make it more of a strip rather than whatever that shape was right there. And let's get us another piece. But see how they're all funky shapes and stuff, and you have all different colors in there. So it's just kind of, you know, $5 and you buy it and you've got all this fun fabric. You know what else this is fun to use? It's fun to use the you take the pumpkins. I'll have to do this on my page. I did it last year, but you take the pumpkins from Dollar Tree. You take the green stem out of it, and then you can take these and just wrap them all the way around, and then you have a pumpkin with a ton of different colors, different textures, different shapes on it. So that's another fun thing to do. So okay, so I'm just going to kind of lay these out. Do I need to do this? No, I could probably just fold it together, and, you know, just kind of grab it in the middle or whatever. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of do that, kind of the crisscross thing that we do right here, like this. Let's get my links just a little bit closer. All right. So now I got a choice here. I could take another piece of that, or I could take some jute, whatever I want for the center to tie it together. Well, here is what I'm thinking. Guys, I dropped this off of there, and I have a feeling there's my end. This is not the end. I rolled that puppy off of there, and it kind of came undone, and I was scared I wasn't going to be able to find my end again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, now look, I could take like some of this and make my hanger with that, but I think I'm just going to use the jute. So I'm just going to cut this piece off. Now this is extra thick. It's a pretty thick one. Okay, but my holes are pretty big on here. So I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to tie a knot like that. Make sure it don't go through, and cut that off. I'm not going to make a big deal about it. Now, could we get some wire? Yes. We could get some wire and put in there and kind of curlicue it at the top if we wanted to. We most definitely could do that. Or we could, you know, do the jute or the ribbon, or, you know, whatever way. If you don't want the holes in there, you can always have it made without the holes in there, and you could just put a hanger on the back. Or if you were going to stick this on something else, you know. Now, the reason I jumped off and showed you that is because since I used the jute there, I feel like I'm okay to use the jute to tie this in the center. And I thought I had to put, there's a piece. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of just tie it, not trying to do anything fancy here, I'm just kind of tying them together like this, and I'm going to put it, just tie a little knot here like this. All right. Now I have this mess here. Now see, I've got all this little floppiness. Now see, he's going to be cute on here, but it's going to cover up a lot of stuff. So we're going to take this and we're going to give it a haircut. I'm just going to kind of pull it like that, and I don't want it very long. I should have cut these a lot shorter, but I'm just going to, and the thing is these are rags, you guys. So if I made this and it looked like poo-poo, I can make another one. It's not that big of a deal. I didn't hardly use anything, you know, so it's no big deal to make another one. So if we don't like how this turns out, so see how that looks kind of cool right there with all in colors. I'm going to move this. It's got that sitting on my trash can. So see, that made that a little bit more, you know, doable. And see, I'm just kind of fluffing him up a little bit. Now, a couple things here. I could put this little bow right here. Now look, it's going to kind of cover up my spider just a little bit, but you could still see the spider. But I think I'll put, what I should have done, I'm going to be honest with you guys. What I should have done is I should have put my little bat down here. And I may cut another bat out. And I think I'm just going to put the bow right over here because I want you to be able to see the spider. Or I could even put the bow up here on the, I could put it right here on this. Or you don't even have to put a bow. I don't put a bow on a lot of my stuff. I just thought it would be kind of something fun with all the colors. Maybe we'll just hang him right there. And then if we decide we don't like him later on, I can just take him off there. I'm just going to tie him in a knot on the strap, on the hanger right there. Just like that. Okay? So there. That looks kind of cute. That looks kind of cute. I'm going to cut this extra off of here. I don't like using my good scissors. So let's use these. Right there. So now we have this cute little door hanger here. Isn't he cute? Cute, cute, cute. Always turn the wrong way. With that little raggy bow right there. Now, like I said, you don't have to have him on there if you don't want to. I think it looks kind of cute. Just something a little different. We could even cut him a little bit shorter. Let's make him a little bit more of a shorter bow right here. So I'm just going to cut some more of these off. Hopefully I don't cut myself. Cut some more. And I'm not, you know, trying to be exact to make sure I get every piece the exact same length. I'm just kind of cutting them. Oh, that's even cuter. Look. Now it just kind of sticks up a little bit. See that? Just keep playing with it. Play with it till you like it. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You guys. So I ended up, I thought I was going to get done super fast. So let me get this out of the way so I don't end up with this all over the place right here. And let's see. I know, I kind of like it too. I think it looks cute. I think it looks cute. Okay, so let me, if you guys can pause for, let me think for just a second because I thought I had another project. Let me look. I had another project sitting, ready to go. It's right over there. Let me go grab it. Let me go grab it. Well, thank you. Thank you, Deb. I try to make you guys see all the fun things you can do with all kinds of different stuff. So I try to make that easy for you guys so that you can come up with some cool things. You know what? I think we might do this. Because that, ooh, right over there it is. There it is. There's what I had. There's what I had. I'm here, you guys. Don't go away. I'm right here. Let me grab this right here. And we'll put this together. Show you guys. The other, whew. Thank you, Deb. Thank you. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. So see this, we made this the other day. That's the salt wash in the background. I'm going to sit this, oh gosh, let's just drop everything. You guys don't judge me because I haven't cleaned these stencils off yet. So I'm horrible about that. So anyway, I have these. I'm going to drop these down here so I don't get them everywhere. Right there. I have this fun little, I'll show you. This little thing here that we painted one day. And I just keep all of my unicorn spit in there. And usually I put my glue in here so that I know right where it's at all the time. Then it sits on the shelf back there. So that's fun. Okay, so, oh, there's another one. Here's what we have. I started this the other day and I didn't get it finished. Okay, I love these. They're from Essential Stencils. Okay, so what I thought is I have that one. I was wanting to put that on that little board. And then this little wagon with those guys. Isn't that cute? Not cute. And these, I believe I've got these from Craft Deals with a Z. Okay, you can buy these little, and they just, oh my gosh, this one doesn't fit. I've never had that happen. But anyway, they just slide on like this. Okay, and you just kind of glue the corners together and it gives you a framed piece. That is too funny. It looks like they messed up when they did the running the router through there, but that's all right because I have a router and I can fix it. So I'm gonna set that one over there. So let's just grab this one here, and I think I'm gonna do this guy because I like the way he looks. Just as a simple little pumpkin to have sitting on your table, maybe at Thanksgiving. You know, with the flowers on it and stuff. It doesn't have a Halloween, you know, like a scary face or anything like that. Your pumpkin, it's not a jack-o'-lantern, it's that actual pumpkin. But see the little daisies that are on there? Isn't that pretty? I love that. I love that. Yes, I am an affiliate for Essential Stencil. If you go to Essential Stencil and use my code FUNKYJUNK, you can save 10% at checkout. If you use my link, of course, you know, we get just a little bit there. It helps offset the cost of these stencils because Kristy here has to have every stencil they make. And if you guys, you know, all my friends out there, they know this. They know this. They've got the new winter set that was released this last week, I think it was. And I'm waiting on mine to come. Some of the ladies already have theirs. And I'm still waiting on mine to come, but I'm pretty excited about that. Somebody will just let me know whenever Tammy is ready, and I will jump off here. So I'm going to do my pumpkin orange. Now, when you're stenciling, I'm just using this Apple Barrel pumpkin orange because I have it. Okay, Apple Barrel is usually a lot of thin paint. The thicker the paint that you have, the better it is for stenciling. But it's what I have. And I don't have any thicker. Now, if it's too thin, you could always add it to chalk paint, and it's going to thicken it up a little bit. But the key when you're stenciling, ladies, is the less is best, okay? So use the least amount that you possibly could use on your brush. So you want your brush to be dry. So I'm going to dip right in there. Now, see all that paint? That's way too much paint. Okay, I'm going to go over here on a paper towel. You guys can't even see what I'm doing. Go over here on a paper towel. I'm using coffee filters because I'm trying to get rid of these out of my craft room. For some reason I have like 4 or 5 packages of them. So I'm just going to start going in a swirling motion. Now what I'm doing by doing this is I'm getting that paint up in my bristles rather than on the ends. Okay? Just like that. Now when you're using the Apple Barrel and the thinner paint, you can then take a paper towel or like a coffee filter and it really gets it off the end. Okay? So you want to use a dry brush, all right? And then you just start. Now, some people stipple and some people go on a circular motion. I like to do a circular motion when I stencil, okay? See that? See how thin that is? It's better to put multiple layers on than to try to get your color all at one time, okay? So just go slow and go easy. Now, like I said on my other thing, I'm not picky about the fact that these are supposed to be green up here, and we're probably going to put some green on them. But I'm just gonna go up into it. It's not a big deal. It'll all blend together, and nobody will notice that you went up into the colors are blended together right there. Nobody will notice that. Now, because this is a thin apple barrel paint, it's not real bright. You see that? It's not, it's very thin. Okay? Now, always remember when you're stenciling, you guys, to look, because to me that looks super thin. But when I take I'm going to hold my stencil down so I don't mess up. But when I do that, I can really see that. It really jumps out. So even though it looks light on here, a lot of times it's a lot darker than what it looks like when you're actually stenciling. Now, I went back over that spot, and here's the reason that I went back over that spot is I had a little too much paint right there. So I kind of blended that in a little bit, okay? Is it perfect? No. Is it okay? Yes. So, you know, just kind of blend them together. Now I'm going to come up here to my stem right there, and we're going to put a little bit of this truffle on. Now this is chalk paint, so it'll be a lot better to stencil with because it's a lot thicker. So, and I'm just going to use the same brush. You see that right there? And I'm just going to blend it in. Not even going to worry about it because I barely need any. I don't hardly need any of this brown at all, okay? So I'm just going to kind of go up here and get my stem. And I'm going to get this little curlicue over here too. In my mind, the curlicue. Now right here where I'm going up to the flowers, I'm just barely putting any on there. I'm not making a big deal about it, okay? So now my centers of my flowers right there, if you find a very small stencil brush, which I don't know where all mine are, but I can just use this. While I have that brown on there, I'm just going to go like this right there in that center. Okay, I'm just trying to get in that center. I'm not trying to get every edge of the center, but just kind of the center of that flower. See that? Just putting it on there. Just get the paint on there. So, get all the paint. Yes, Waverly Truffle. Waverly Truffle. I love this brown because it makes me think of milk chocolate. Milk chocolate. Okay, so now let's get some green. Let's grab this, I think it's moss. Yes, it's the Waverly moss. So let's grab some green and let's do some leaves along here. Right there. Now I'm going to show you, just because I can. Some people like to use the makeup wedges. So let's grab a makeup wedge right here. Just like this. My hand's stuck. There we go. Again, it's the same thing. I'm going to put my paint on there. That's way too much paint. So I want to dab that off. No matter what way you do it, you need to make sure your brush or your makeup wedge or whatever doesn't have very much paint on it. Now see, I'm just going to go right along here and just get these leaves. Now, what I can do too is to get in there, I could cut this guy in half like this so that I just have this little piece like that. And let's put a little more green paint on here. And that might make it a little bit easier to get down in here by the pumpkin a little bit more. But the main thing is, oh, I did that whole flower practically. Don't make a big deal. You know, just get it on, get some paint on there. And when you're all done, it's going to look cute. It's going to look cute. Okay? So see how I just kind of did all the green on there? Just like that. Now, last but not least, I'm going to get white. All right? Because I'm thinking of those. No, I'm not. Should we do white or should we do yellow? Let's do yellow so that they look a little bit like a sunflower. I'm just going to grab this maze right here. Just like that. And I'm going to grab... I'm just looking at my stencil brushes, you guys. I want to kind of use a small one right here. See how small that is? I'm going to grab some of this yellow right here. And I'm going to blend that in there. Same thing. Just blend it all in there. Just like that. All right? So now I'm going to go along here and I'm going to get these petals of my flowers. Now, if I get yellow paint on the green and I get yellow paint on the orange and I get it on the brown, it's okay. It'll be just fine. I keep saying that, but I know people really worry about stuff like that, and If you are worried about it, if you want it to be perfect, then here's my suggestion to you, is to tape it off. I just don't like to tape it off because I think it's going to be okay. But you most definitely can tape each piece off and go from there. So let's see what this looks like. Oh, you can't hardly see that yellow on there because this background is so dark. But you can see it a little bit. See it? It's not very bright on there. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put my stencil right back on like that. My green needs to be a little bit more green. And my yellow needs to be a little more yellow. So let's grab this Kelly green right here. This Kelly green. Thank you, Phyllis. Oh, Charlene, most definitely will keep your family in your prayers. So, is Tammy ready? Okay, Tammy, I'm good. That's fine. You guys, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over it with a little bit more green and a little bit brighter yellow. And then I'll post a picture on my page what this looks like. So you guys, run over, check out Tammy on her YouTube channel, Crafty Peep. And I will see you guys in the comments and stuff like that. Yes, Crafty Peep. Thank you, you guys. I appreciate all of you guys being here. And let me show you what we made again real quick. This is what we did. Yes, you guys have a great evening and an even better tomorrow. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Oh, one more button.